Hi everyone, it's RetroLooker and today we're doing an unboxing video. Now, in today's unboxing video, we are going to be unboxing and looking at these very cool Last of Us Tubbz. Now, if you don't know me already and you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is RetroLooker and I am one of the biggest Last of Us fans to walk this earth. Now, I don't have every single thing on the planet that exists of Last of Us, but I'm getting close. You know, I have and make a lot of things myself. We have the Last of Us guitar, the Last of Us PS5, we've got all of this. My whole setup is based around Last of Us, and these are a little bit of a weird thing to unbox, but because they're Last of Us, I'm gonna make an exception. Now, if you don't know what Tubbz are, they are from Numskull Designs, and they are little yellow rubber duckies cosplaying as video game characters, and I think it's just amazing. Like, I don't know, they are expensive though, you know, like they're more than Funkos. They're £15 each here in the UK, and it's taken me a while to get the full set because at £15 each, and there's 4 in the Last of Us set, that would mean me spending £60 on ducks. And I'm not about that. Now, I've spent some ridiculous money on some ridiculous collectibles, and when the Last of Us is concerned, I've dropped a little too much money, a little too frequently. And like I said, I try and make stuff where I can, but these are special, and I like them, and they're so wacky and quacky, and I just love them. And now we're gonna take, like I said, you can see what they are. We're gonna look at the kind of things we'd look at if we were unboxing a Funko: paint quality, mold quality, uniqueness. You know, I just like them. So like I said, there is 4 in the set. We have Joel, Ellie, Tess, and the Clicker. These are from Last of Us 1. And they come in their very own little Last of Us bathtub as well. If you post about these on Instagram, you can put hashtag cosplaying ducks. And they're on the top, Tubbz. Now, I just really like them. They're so quirky and unique, and these would make great presents. Now, I have had these before, so I'm not completely oblivious to Tubbz. I have Crash and Coco and Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot. I've unboxed those, not on the channel, but I've also got Atreus from God of War. Now, yeah, so when I got these, it took me a while to get the full set because I didn't want to spend £60 on ducks. But I got these from Just Geek in the UK. They're a good shop. If you want to go check them out, I will leave a link in the description. They often have sales and discounts and so on, especially on things like Tubbz. Now, like I said, at £15 each, I don't even like buying one, let alone all 4, and I want all 4. Now, how we go? Joel is the rarest, okay? Then Ellie, then the Clicker, then Tess. Tess is the easiest to find cheap. But I got all 4, and I got all 4 from Just Geek, and what I did was I waited for a sale on Tubbz. Now, it's either like 2 for £25 or £11.99 each. They often do sales. If you're real lucky, you can get buy one, get one free, or like £8, £7.50 each. But there was a sale on, I think they were reduced to £10 each, so instead of it costing me £60, it would have cost me £40, which is still a lot on ducks, you know. I only got them because they're The Last of Us. I also had a discount code for 10% off, and then I teamed that up with a £5 voucher that I had as well. So to be honest, they cost me about £7 each, which is still like nearly 30 quid, but I'm happy with those kind of savings. So let's stop talking about The Last of Us and savings and so on, and let's open them up. Let's take a good look and open them up. So, like I said, they come in their own little bathtub. And this is very cool. This is black. This is Last of Us. You can keep it in the tub if you want, or what I did with my Crash Bandicoot ones was I actually reused the tub as, you know, a coin dish, somewhere to keep the soap in the bathroom. I put plectrums for my guitar in there and stuff. It's like, they're great little, like, trinket holders. I really like them. I'm sure, you know, you put Switch games in them or anything. But, yeah. So, they also have these little notches on top if you want to keep them in the plastic packaging. You can then stack them without worrying about them like sliding off, because they're not exactly, you know, Funko boxes, they're not square. You could easily stack them like this and have them on a shelf or wherever, just because of those little nubbins on the feet and the top to stop them sliding around. And I swear I was going to drop them all when I did that. So, yeah. Now, these, obviously, The Last of Us was out in 2013. That's a long time ago. These came out... It doesn't have a date on. But these only came out a few years ago. And, like I said, they're from Numskull Designs. Numskull always bring it with their merch. They're good, they're different. They do loads of these. They do Resident Evil, Crash Bandicoot, Ghostbusters. If you like it, there's probably a duck with it on. So, as we see on the thing, there's a little sticker here. Joel, Ellie, Tess, and a clicker. Like I said, the rareness, Joel is usually hard to get, along with Ellie. Then the clicker, and Tess. It might be different for you, depending where you live or so on, but Tess is super easy to get, and easy to get cheap as well. Was that a duck pun then? Cheap. No, it's chickens. Okay, so let's open it up and see. Now, what I am going to talk about now is, this is really interesting, because when you think about The Last of Us, you think about Joel, you think about Ellie, you think about the zombies, the runners, the clickers, the bloaters, all that. I think this is the only Tess merch we've ever seen. In all the years of The Last of Us being a thing, and all the merch that's come out, this is the only Tess stuff we've ever got. And I love that. I love uniqueness. No one ever makes Tess merch. So the top just pops right off, just like that. It's got this little bin in here as well, just to keep her in there. Let's get her out. So, again, I was saying about the little tub. It's got a sticker underneath. You can take that off if you want. These make really nice trinket dishes or whatever. If you just like some little gamey bits around the house, you could put your keys in there. You could put money in there. You could put Switch games in there, or, you know, bracelets, necklaces, whatever you want. These are great. And I'm going on too much about the tub now. So, let's pop Tess out of her little plastic. There we go. Also, as well, I don't know, but I don't know if these are actually okay in the bath before we go there. Because they have a hole in the bottom, just like a regular rubber duck, but they're solid. They don't squeak. They don't, you know, you can't squeak them or anything. It doesn't say, don't use in the bath, but I don't know if you can use them in the bath. I mean, I'd hate to get water stuck inside them, because you can't squeeze it out. And the picture I thought of doing with these, like for Instagram, was in the bath or in a puddle or something, but I don't really want to damage them or get them messed up. So, this is Tess. Now, obviously this will be made out of yellow plastic completely. And then the hair, the jacket, the beak, all that, the bag is painted. The mold is very good. There are no like crazy seams or anything. Of course, the seam is around here where they would fill the mold from. So there's no crazy seams or anything. It's a really good mold. And then there's a bit of pad printing on here as well, such as the eyes and the little plaster on her cheek, which is a really nice touch from the game, and a little beauty spot by her eye. There's also a little bit of dirt on her yellow skin here as well. But the painting is generally really good. There's a little rip in her jeans as well. The painting is about the same quality as you'd expect on a Funko Pop. It's like, it's not perfect. It's not Thirst for Figures, but it's good enough. Like, there's no like crazy like pad prints, misprints, or anything. There's no like super bad lines or anything. It's like, you know, it's good. I like it. And this is Tess. Tess was a super strong character from the first game, and I really wish we saw more of her. I really wish we saw more merch, because as far as I know, this is the only merch Tess ever got. And I'll say it's unofficial. It's not from Naughty Dog, but like it's in collaboration with Naughty Dog. It says officially licensed PlayStation product, and it is Naughty Dog, but it's not from Naughty Dog. Like, obviously, Numskull have gone to them saying, we want to make these ducks, and Naughty Dog have allowed it. And they've bought the licensing and so on. Now, that's Tess, and I think I'm going to keep these in the tubs, in the boxes. And I'll stack them on my collection somewhere, just because. And if I'm really lucky, I'll buy some more. And keep them out of the box, because I do that a lot. I sometimes like to keep things in the box and sometimes like to take things out. Sometimes I get 2 lots, so I can have one in the box and one out of the box. Now here is a clicker duck. This is really cool. I like this. Okay, so again, the trademark clicker fungus growing all out of the face, the hair coming out the back. This one's a different yellow than Tess as well. It's more sickly yellow, probably because it's dead. The clothes are ripped, the skin is like rotting away, the hand is up, the wing, because it's grabbing at somebody, the little rip in the clothes around the back there. This is one of my favourite ones. I really do like this. And again, this one's a little different. This one is grey plastic, and the yellow is painted, probably because it's a different yellow. The hair is painted, everything else is painted, but the grey, it is grey plastic. And some of the bits on here are triggering my trypophobia a little, so I'm sorry if anyone else gets triggered by that. The head is actually a separate piece, this whole bit here. The head and the hair is a separate piece, and I can tell because I can see the glue around the back, and I can see the seam under the head. Probably just because this is such a detailed bit, they've had to take 2 molds. The wing is also... Both wings are also... Okay, both wings are also molds as well, so that's real interesting. So this is like 1, 2, 4 pieces in this. That's real interesting, probably because it's not as simple as Tess. But yeah, I really like that one as well. That is very cool, and even the beak is split in the middle. I love that. That's great. And you could get more than one of these just because they're zombies, right? So let's put the clicker back in the box. And you know, I don't know how successful these went down, because I sometimes share like my collection with like other Last of Us collectors and stuff, and a lot of them don't even know stuff like this exists, which is crazy because all I ever do is look at the Last of Us stuff. Yeah, so I don't know how well they went down, you know, from Numskull or Naughty Dog or PlayStation, but I would love for them to do part 2. I would really enjoy... Oops. I would really enjoy if we got part 2 Ellie, and I would really enjoy if we got Abby. We could get part 2 Joel, Tommy, Lev. We could get a lot of new characters if there's enough calling for it. So make sure you go tell Numskull that you want Last of Us Part 2 stuff. This is Ellie. Again, this is a yellow base. Bit of pad printing. The eyebrows aren't painted. I found that interesting, but we have got Ellie's little slit in her eyebrow. That's a nice touch. The t-shirt is also pad printed, the little design on the front there. There's some little rips and scuffs on the t-shirt as well. Tail back there, the bag, little ponytail. That's another nice one, I really like that. Little bit of marks on the paint. It's not perfect on the paint. Probably the worst one out of the set so far for paint. But it's also going to go down to the individual tub. You know, you could get an Ellie and it'd be absolutely perfect. If I was in a shop and I saw them, I would like get each one out and look at the paint blemishes. I do that with Pops. But I bought these online, so I don't really have a choice, but there's nothing crazy. Like, I've had some Pops before and the pad print has been like folded over or rucked up and I've been like, that's disappointing. But for the most part, it's really good. And if you're talented or whatever, you could even repaint these if you wanted. But I love that. Ellie is a great duck. So let's put Ellie back in a tub. Like I said, I don't know if you can get these in the bath. They even do like Friends tubs and like weird stuff like that, and it's like, because you know, you expect it from video games and maybe even films, but like Friends is such an odd like franchise to make ducks of. And I always see them in the game shop. They're always like discounted to like £5. Now this one is cool. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. There's a lot of good detail on Joel. I can see why he's the favourite. Why he's the rarest one. Joel is split into 3 pieces. Yellow base, as we can see. The head is an extra one, and the arm is an extra one. I can see the seam and I can see where they've glued it. This arm is not. This arm is built in. Bit of pad printing on the eyes and the watch. Maybe the gas mask eyes a little. But Joel is really cool. I really like that. The gun is a nice touch with his little feather finger. Joel's backpack, which is so iconic with the gas mask. And of course, Joel's broken watch, which is a really nice touch. The shirt isn't exact. The shirt is like, it should be like have little lines on it and checkers and stuff. But I'm not, you know, there's also no torch on his backpack. But I'm really not splitting hairs over that. Like, that would be hard to paint in this respect. But I absolutely love that. Joel is definitely my favourite. He's a little bigger than the others as well. But as a collection, I love all 4. Joel is my favourite easily. But yeah, so let me know in the comments, which is your favourite? And what other franchises would you like to see them making tubs of? Last of Us 2, definitely. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, love to see it. There's so many good franchises they could touch upon in duck form. And I absolutely love them. They're crazy, right? They are a little expensive, I gotta admit. Just because they're ducks. You know, I could go down to the supermarket and go down the toy aisle and pick up a handful of toy ducks for a couple of £. But these are special, you know, they are cool. It's just, they are expensive. Try and get them on a deal, a discount, buy one get one free, money off, if you can. Unless you're really rich, then buy as many ducks as you want. But the detail is amazing. Like, it's so funny because it's a duck, you know? A duck and Joel, they're not remotely physically alike. But the characteristics of this, I could show any gamer this. Be like, hey, who's this? And you know who it is. Just after the characteristics. And that's fantastic, that kind of brand recognition you can get. And you know they've done a good job when you can take a duck and make it look like one of your favourite video game characters. So yeah, that's it for today. I will leave a link in the description down to Just Geek, where I bought these from, and hopefully you can buy them from as well. But even if not, just search Tubbz, cosplaying ducks, numbskull designs, and you will find all of the different franchises, Last of Us Tubbz, everything you could possibly want, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get part 2 Tubbz one day. I may even email them and ask. So yeah, 10 out of 10. I love them. They're a little pricey, but it's The Last of Us. I'm gonna spend the money. So thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. there is a link in the description for Retro Liquor merch. Me and Joel Duck will see you later.